Welcome to Sips and Spirits, a podcast for lovers of both alcoholic and spectral spirits. I am your host, Chelsea.
I'm the other host, Eric. Hello.
And welcome to our podcast.
Welcome. Hi.
This is Sips and Spirits. Yeah.
Yes. A little disclaimer before we get started. Facts and stories are presented from various sources, and we make no claims these tales are true. We just want them to be spooky and interesting.
Cocktails and spirits are tasted for the first time during episode recording, unless noted otherwise. And usually that's not the case for cocktails. We kind of sample a cocktail we make before we share it here on the podcast. But we're going blind today. We got two cocktails. So I just whipped it up. And we're going to see how it goes.
And one last disclaimer before we get started. We want to remind you that it's fine to enjoy the spirits, but don't let them possess you. We might be a drinking podcast, but we strongly encourage you to drink responsibly. As much as we enjoy you guys trying our cocktails we make or anything that we try, there's never any pressure to consume them.
Exactly.
Okay then. So, what are we drinking today? What are we clicking today?
What are we clinking today?
What are we clinking
today? Right. So today we are calling upon 3 spirits. One from Ireland's first female master gin distiller, and the other 2 are returning spirits from episode 25 and 29. They're going to help us summon Irish spirits to the table. As you guys know, upon the release of this episode, it's riding on the coattails of St. Patrick's Day. Yay! So we wanted to do something kind of fun to honor that and honor some of my heritage.
Anyway.
Pinch
me. Pinch me, I'm dreaming.
So let's go ahead and grab these Irish spirits and clink a clink.
Clinkety clink, 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 clink.
And I don't know how this is gonna taste. I honestly just whipped it up beforehand.
Let's find out.
I like it.
Might use a little more sweetener.
Yeah. Well, we were not responsiple for the sweetener,
we were not responsible for this time. But we'll try them again with our own sweetener later. It's not bad though.
How's yours?
How about here? Trade. Tracy's. Let's try this out.
Oh yeah, yours definitely needs the sweetener to come through more.
I think yours needs a little more citrus.
Well, and that's the spirit I use. Mm-hmm. So.
There's the ooh. Mm-hmm. Ooh, mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you ready to talk a little bit about this cocktail?
Yes, tell me
All
why.
Right, so we kind of didn't really have a game plan for this episode.
Nope.
And we were like, we don't really feel like going out and buying spirits. Honestly, our liquor cabinet is so full right now.
So full.
And it's these bottles that are just partially drunk. We kind of need to finish them off.
I mean, yes.
Yes and no.
We should finish them off so we can buy more things.
So I was like, what can we do? Because I know we're talking a bit about some Irish entities in this episode. I don't know what you ended up going with for your research. So I was like, well, we've done Banshee. We've done a Selkie. And I have this lovely Irish gin, which is not very spooky in name, but it is called Bohane Dry Irish Gin. Or Irish dry gin, whatever. And it is by Ireland's first master female gin distiller. And it's this delightful gin that's full of these flavor palettes that just makes me think if you were hanging out on a fairy ring, these are the pieces they'd use to distill this gin. Mm-hmm. So they use blackberry, bay leaf, thyme, rosemary.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. And I think that's why mine is really
it's really earthy. And not a bad way. And
no, you walk through that damp, mossy dew.
Yeah. So in that experience, yours is perfect because I love it that your taste is okay, it adds the taste of everything, and at the end you get that gin flavor. Mm-hmm. And I was that was
well, and it's a very unique gin.
Yeah.
To begin with, I made you a martini with it earlier this week, so
very fun.
Yeah. So I wanted to be like, well, if you prefer whiskey, you can make it with the selkie. If you prefer gin or a lighter liquor, you could try the Bohane. Another great substitute I think would go really well with this
Sexton.
is the Mermaid.
Okay.
For the gin,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to try something else or you can't find the Bohane.
Mm-hmm.
Sexton would be a great substitute if you can't find selkie. And I think Sexton, because it has a lot more of the natural sweet. Also, McConnell's would be a great option as well.
Like a
But
younger,
I'm working with what we've got.
a younger McConnell.
We only have. I like the McConnell. I think the McConnell we have is on par in flavor palette with Sexton. Had the green label one. What?
I'm trying to think, like, what McConnell do we have?
McConnell's.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I was like thinking like Redbreast and stuff. I was like,
No, not Redbreast. It's an spirit we've done here on the podcast.
I don't remember. But
Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah. So in this this summoning of spirits, Irish spirits, you have the choice of doing Bohane gin or Selkie whiskey. And like I said, the other substitutes. So there's 2 ounces of that. There is a sprig of thyme that is put at the bottom of the jigger to be muddled as you mix it.
More time.
There's an ounce of lemon juice, a 1/4 ounce of blackberry liqueur, which is a Chambord. Actually, I feel like I could have done a 1/2 ounce of this.
I agree.
To bring it out.
Of that. I think for
and then simple syrup, I did a 1/2 ounce of the simple syrup. Simple syrup, I didn't make it, so it was a little lighter on the sweetener. I didn't think it'd be a huge deal, but it is making a difference.
Yes.
And then we top this with Banshee's 10 of Cups, sparkling wine. So we got all the spirits flowing through here.
No, it's definitely like you can enjoy this cocktail how as it is, but I for yours, I think you need like 1/2 ounce of citrus more.
I don't think I need more citrus. The sweetener is needed in both of them.
But I think it's the sweetener definitely.
Or what I would do instead of the plain sweetener, I maybe just skip the Chambord altogether and instead do blackberry simple syrup.
We were talking about doing that.
I really wanted to, but I ate all my blackberries. And that would have been really good with this, I think. So that would be my suggestion. Here you guys get to know what it's like mixing up cocktails with Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly.
on the fly.
On the fly. So where can you buy this?
Well, so all of our spirits we have found at Total Wine.
That was a typo.
What?
That was a typo?
It wasn't a typo?
That word to buy?
No, I left it there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why?
Because I was like, because we said where to find this.
Right. Well, so I thought if people are interested in trying these spirits, one, we've tried 2 of them on our podcast before. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, 4 of them that we've mentioned. So we've tried Mermaid, we've tried McConnell's, we've tried Banshee, and we've tried Selkie, all here on Sexton. The podcast. And Sexton. So, and we have found them all at Total Wine. And I believe I've seen the Mermaid and Sexton. And I can't recall if I've seen Selkie also at Bevmo.
We haven't seen Selkie at Bevmo. But we've seen all of these at
But we've seen
Target.
all the other ones. For sure, Total Wine has been our best
Total Wine.
bet.
Second option, Bevmo. Some of these, a Banshee. I know Sexton's there. Is definitely at Target.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, the thyme on this is just... I love thyme cocktails. If anyone's familiar with my Pink Moon cocktail, that's, like, the one that got my friends really interested in what other cocktails I was going to make. And that was very thyme heavy and delicious.
Delicious thyme heavy. Cool. But yeah.
All right. So you got some stories for us?
I got some stories for you. But before that, I have a question for you. Not really would you rather, but it's still a question.
Okay.
Being that it's St. Patrick's Day, or finishing up St. Patrick's Day, we normally watch Darby O'Gill.
Yep.
And the Little People. Okay? So, I'm going to make it a little shorter than a long talk. If you were to be able to make a wish with King Brian, what would your wish be? Knowing what you know that Darby knows. If you guys haven't seen it, Darby Gill is
he captures the king of the leprechauns, and he has 3 wishes he can make.
Yes, but if he makes a 4th wish, then all his wishes get erased. So, what would your wish be, and how would you wish it?
That's a very tricky question to ask. And I'm like, that could be interpreted so many ways.
Exactly. And that's the point of the question. For background, somebody is asking Darby, like, how do you make a wish? Like, what kind of wish?
What are you gonna make a wish, or what would you wish for? They're asking each other.
Yeah.
And one person's like, oh, I'd wish to have a castle.
Yeah.
And then Darby's like, well, you'd be the poorest church mouse in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about? I have servants. It's like, but you didn't wish for the servants.
He's like, I have money for the castle. You didn't wish for money for the castle. Who's going to clean it? So we'll take care of it. So you didn't wish for those things. You think of it like a monkey paw. There's a certain way you can ask a wish, because otherwise there's things that can happen otherwise.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I would just wish that we'd have enough money that we wouldn't have to worry about working and could take care of so I'd wish we'd have enough money to take care of any debts and have enough to buy a home and a lifestyle that we could sustain ourselves and just enjoy being in our home, raising our family.
That's a very nice wish.
That's where I'm at right now. That's my end goal in the next 2-3 years. That's where I really want to be. So I'm thinking very carefully about it. I don't need excess. I don't need to be able to afford a yacht. I just want to be able to have a house that we can maintain and not have to stress about if we have a job or not. Are we going to be able to take care of it and our family?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I think I wish, so I don't have an answer for that. I just came up on the fly. Kind of thing.
Yeah, you forgot we do a would you rather.
I did forget would you rather, so I kind of came up with it. Maybe I'll come up with by the end of my notes. Kind of thing. I want that.
Sounds good.
Okay, so when we're talking about what we're going to do for this episode, because this is not a new spirits, we're not doing a theme on based on spirits, but we technically are, because it's the theme of the holiday. So we're starting to talk about fae folk. Okay, for those of you guys who know, fae folk are also known as fairies in Irish culture or European culture and aspect of things. So I have a few things here to write about. That I read about. Let's see, I can't see them on my lights. In Irish folklore, I'm gonna butcher this word. The Tuatha the Danann were one of the original inhabitants of Ireland. That is, until the warrior tribe of the Milesians or the Celts arrived. The Milesians attacked and won a war against the Tuatha De Danann, eventually driving them underground. The Tuatha De Danann used their innate magic to become the She. Today, they're known as the fairies, the little people, or the wee folk. Like most folklore events, the fairies and their magical mysteries ways are often used to make sense of indescribable or the incomprehensible. Pre-Christian monuments are said to have been built by fairy folk. Bad luck and illnesses are a result of offending the fairies, and people who disappear have been kidnapped by the little people. Even natural and supernatural phenomena can be explained by fairies. Generally, it is best to avoid angering fairies because who knows what they might do. Entrances to other worlds of the fairies are everywhere: caves, tombs, burrows, forts, or even trees, hollows, and roots. One example is a cave in the county of Roscommon, Owagnod Cave, which was long said to be entrance of the other world. This was later Christianized, like much of the Irish ancient history, and became known as the entrance to hell. Lone hawthorn trees are often called fairy trees. Some places inhabited by fairies are accessible only to humans who have gifts. Kind of thing. Other places are accessible only once every 7 years. For example, is the Green Isle, a fairy island said to sit at Causeway Coast near Raytheon Island. Okay, so a lot of we talked about this before, how Christianity came and grabbed all these pagan traditions and be like, hey, let's twist them to be like our benefit, what's good, and whatever's bad is bad things. But you have these beliefs of fairies being, or fae folk, or or some kind of fairies being like back in the day, of how how people explain things. Once again, they call it Paluit. It's a warning to not go in the deep waters because they'll pull you down.
Get out of the water.
That kind of thing, pretty much, and whatnot. Okay. So I got different kinds of Irish fairies. Okay. Now, once again, the Tuat Denan, or the people of the goddess Tanun, were once the deities who ruled the country of Ireland. So they're considered deities in some stories. In this one, it says the Formorians, which are kind of like supernatural bad guys. Like they didn't like the way they explained it was kind of like.
How do you spell it?
Formorians. They drove into the hills where they stay to this day. Technically, the Tuatha the Nanan are like gods, but they were eventually said to be fairies. When you have Christianity, you have you have God.
That's the only close association they can make.
They can make that kind of thing. Some are say that they're gods and not gods. They're annulled, but they're an animal. I don't know what that word is. Anomale. Sorry, I didn't do too well on research. Anomaly. There we go. Two types of gods from this set of fairies is the Dagda and the Morgan. Dagda is the master of earth, magic, and agriculture. Morgaine is the phantom queen of battle, sovereignty, and faith. They're featured widely in many Irish myths and sagas, and modern Celtic pagans honor them in their practice. They're trooping fairies, but they have ability to opportunity to show up in solidarity in any time of pause. King Finbar of Connacht is also one of the Tuatha. Okay. We have pixies. Okay. Pixies are pranksters from Cornwall. Some sources attribute them to original Irish saints, while others claim they're souls of virtuous pagans. When people think of fairies like Tinkerbell and those other ones,
they think
pixies. Kind of things.
Which are still kind of nasty little buggers.
Some of them are nasty. I mean, Tinkerbell's kind of nasty. We have changelings. Okay. This type of fairy is said to replace either babies or an attractive young man or woman who will be carried off to the other world, kind of thing. So, if your baby starts acting weird or somebody starts acting weird, a changeling might replace them. We have the famous Banshee, as we are drinking of. It's probably the most well-known death fairy from the Irish lore. She's also known as the Washer at the Fords or the Wailing Woman. The Morgan, who is a Celtic war goddess, is often associated with the Banshee, and some believe they are one and the same. This type of fairy is believed to be attached to the old noble Irish families. Her screams is heard right before someone dies, sometimes right outside the dying windows.
Which is something we talked about in our episode. Check out episode 29 if you're curious for more about the Banshee.
If you see her washing bloody shrouds in the river, it is also a sign you or your family members will soon depart.
Ooh.
Her presence is an omen of imminent death, and therefore many people fear this type of fairy.
The Banshee is in Darby O'Gill.
Yes, so Banshees are all... So Banshee, and it's really funny because you think of the Banshee and then then in my culture you have La Llorona, which is a wailing woman. You have the Lady in White.
There's a similarity, but they're not exactly the same.
Their stories are different.
But they are all kind of like omens of death.
Yeah, they're all omens of death, kind of thing. So once again, we talked about this many times before. If all these cultures have had these traditions, these stories for ages, what makes them not true? We have the Banshee. It's an Irish version of the Scottish Brownies. She is a pleasant type of fairy that lives in families' households and helps with the chores. The main difference between the bean-tide and the brownie gender is the bean-tide is a female. The name bean-tide translates to woman of the house. When the bean-tide is spotted, she's typically wearing a tattered house clothes. Her face is wrinkly, and she stands no taller than a few feet. Not only does she help with the house chores, she watches over children and animals in the house.
Oh, I like that.
when I was looking for this, and I looked up Irish fairies or Irish fae folk, I can't tell you a culture who does not have a brownie type fairy,
A house
a house
house
fairy.
sprite,
Yes,
essentially.
they all
Yeah.
have house sprites, have some
House
kind of thing.
spirit.
You know, and we think about Hilda. We have those the Tontons,
Anissa.
the Nissa who like make things disappear. You have brownies who like if you please the brownies, they'll keep your house clean. If you don't please the brownies, they'll destroy your house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw that there's that Instagram reel where the guy's like, "Hey, this house is magic," or he puts something down and gets
Yeah,
clean. Got the because the wife
But
cleans
it's
it.
his girlfriend, yeah.
Got the but like all these cultures have like some kind of like house spirit
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, and then you always like please your house so that you have a good house spirit and good things happen.
Yeah.
Mm. Gnomes are gnomes Irish? I don't think so, right?
No, I think that's more Scandinavian.
Scandinavian. Okay, so I'll skip the gnomes, but gnomes is another type of fae folk.
I mean, I think people might put like red caps and leprechauns like in the same category because they're all wearing these hats, specialized hats. But they're
I think red caps. I think it's also Scottish. Specific,
they have origins, I think, in both.
Yeah, we'll skip this. Okay, this is the one I was asking about how to pronounce it, but I think it's pronounced puka.
Oh, puka?
Phooka.
It's a horse?
It's yes.
Yeah, it's a puka.
Yes, it's a.
I sent a reel to you about a puka.
it's a centaur, pretty much.
Someone was saying it's since it's the year of the horse, it's also the year of the puka, and I liked it.
The puka is a fairy Irish myth with the head of a person and a body of a horse. So like, does it have like a head on the horse body, or is it like torso up and then horse body like a centaur? I don't know. I didn't look it up. They're always malevolent and are mischievous and steal crops from farmers, especially any crops that aren't harvested before sowing. The puka spook children with no regret and have been known to kill livestock. Watch your babies because the puka rides around looking for the perfect child to steal and replace them with a changing. Pukas are typically seen after sowing and before midsummer, never in between those times. If you want to harvest plants after sunset, you risk meeting a puka. But they're also known as guardians that help with farm work.
Well, in Darby O'Gill, he calls his horse Cleopatra. She's a cursed puka.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah. So, going off of that, I would imagine a puka probably has the face of a woman instead of face of a horse.
Well,
it's just
face of a man and body of a horse, or human face.
Yeah, human face. Just that's
again,
it, which
so
would
like
be
it's just a head and like a horse body.
Yeah,
which is odd. But anyway, we have the classic leprechauns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, leprechauns are a famous type of fairies from Ireland. Some folks don't realize the leprechaun is of the fairy realm, but he is a capricious, gold-hoarding little man. Find him with a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Legend says, if you find him, he will grant you 3 wishes. The leprechaun is solitary fairy will make shoes for his fellow fairies. Leprechauns love gold, music, dancing, whiskey, playing pranks on humans, and hunting.
This just sounds like your average Irishman.
I know, right? We go to the Kelpies.
I love Kelpies.
Okay, they are Irish water horse and a type of fairy. They're easily distinguished from physical horses because they look wet and sometimes have seaweed caught in their mane and tail. Just like with other fairies, the Kelpies' demeanor varies by legend. Sometimes Kelpies drag unsuspecting humans to the depths of waters. Sometimes they eat humans. So again, it depends on how you treat the fairies, how you treat all the fairies around the world are associated with a certain element.
Mm-hmm.
Earth, wind, fire, water. Metal, etc., kind of thing. Whatever you want to look at it. However you treat that element, at least in stories, is how the fairy will treat you.
Mm.
You take care of the water.
Interesting.
You take care of the water, the fairy will take care of you. You don't take care of the water, the fairy's going to, take you away.
Okay.
Merfolk, called the Merrow, are magical caps travel between sea and land. Okay? They're sea fairies, appearing in folklore as beautiful mermaids or hideous mermen. Often associated with the Turfol tomb, the land beneath the waves, known for wearing a magical cap, the Kulin Druid. They need to travel between the land and the sea. Stealing his caps forces them into marriage with humans.
Oh.
Merfolk generally are gentle, but can be vengeful and often return to the sea.
Would Selkies be under that category?
I think Selkies will be under that category.
Well, because like if you steal her coat, right?
Yeah. So Selkies, I think, are top of Merfolk. I think
Mhm.
Selkies are specifically female Merfolk. Kind of thing.
I like how it's like beautiful woman or ugly seaman.
That is just the main things of it. Okay.
There's lots.
There's a lot of different varieties.
That's not even all of them.
I didn't get all of them. When I first looked it up, you like get 20 of them. I was like, I don't know, do 20 of those things to be so episode forever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's interesting because so you have the Selkies and the Merfolk. You have Merfolk in all Scandinavian, all Norse mythology. You have it everywhere. Greek mythology, Norse mythology, mermaids are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Who knows?
I think so.
So, here's my wish.
Your wish. Oh, you got
From
your
Darviel
wish.
Gill.
Yeah.
I wish to prove
I was like, he wishes to find a cryptid.
I wish to prove cryptids are real. Like actual proof.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's a cryptid? Depends on who you ask.
Mm-hmm.
And who's considered a cryptid. But to prove them they're real.
Squonk. Your proof is a puddle of tears.
God damn. But that's that.
Cool. Nice. I like that. I love going over. It's so rich. Every culture is so rich with their folklore and their mythologies. I absolutely love it. And I wish I had the endless amount of time to deep dive into every different culture because there's so much to uncover.
Well, I mean, we did it for the winter episode. We went a lot over winter, like cryptids.
Yeah, that was very fun.
Kind of thing. We did it for Irish. If you guys like this kind of stuff, like where we guys
let us know. Because we totally would go for this. I mean, I love the spirit aspect. Or the liquor spirit aspect of our podcast. But sometimes I just get really engrossed in the cultural discussion. And it's like, well, we have, like I was saying, we have plenty of spirits. Maybe I just start doing this, like random, like spirit or cocktail bomb.
Also, I'm going to add a little like spooky to this. So I got a new job back in August.
Yep.
And I've talked about a few times how there's been a lot of conversations, spookiness in my job. There might be a me doppelganger in my job.
A what doppelganger?
A me doppelganger.
Ooh.
Because I've heard multiple times people have seen me who I have no idea who they are in my job walking the halls. So hey.
There's a mimic at your work, huh?
I'll keep you guys updated to see what happens.
Oh. Well, that's a little unsettling.
Yeah, no. Imagine being told that. So I was like, I was not here on the weekend.
You almost went on the weekend.
I was on the weekend. And let's be honest, I'm not...
Oh, now I'm going to get all sci-fi in that thought. I was like, alternate dimension, Eric went.
I know.
And broke the barrier.
Hey, if you're going back, do my job for a little bit. I get to catch up, file some papers for me. Kind of thing. But yeah.
Cool.
What's next?
You ready for some questions from Beyond? So we didn't get any from people, but that's okay. Because this time, I actually remembered to pull the deck out.
Pull the deck out.
And
what do we do? Do 1, 2, 3?
Shuffle? Let's just do one each this time. We're like kind of on a time constraint. We're trying filming, believe it or not. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Instead of 10 o'clock at night after the kids have gone to bed. One, we get to be as loud as we want, which is great. Yeah. Because nobody's sleeping right now.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of been working out. We tried it in the last episode. No one seemed to notice. I mean, we didn't draw attention to it, but I just wanted to share. This is working.
Pick card,
I think really
card.
well.
I just want to drop it on top.
I know, they're kind of hard to shuffle.
I'll grab that one. Yeah, grab one. Yeah, grab one. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was like, not sure.
Read your question from Beyond.
Okay. What is the weirdest ingredient you've ever had in a cocktail?
I I'm going to say 2
Okay.
of the weirdest things I've ever had. I know it's very common to use. And I normally have enjoyed this ingredient by itself or in a different drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I still find egg white
Mm-hmm.
in a cocktail kind of odd.
I actually really like egg white cocktails, but they are really hard to actually pull off
Yes.
properly.
I got 2 cards.
You did get 2. I only have 1.
My other ingredient is one that we used not too long ago. Tomatillo sauce. That was a little odd. That cocktail was a little odd, but you know what? It worked out for the episode and worked out for the cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. So that's my weirdest ingredients I've ever had in a cocktail.
Because I was gonna do like the boring, like stereotypical, the worm in the tequila.
Have you had a worm
But
tequila?
I have had tequila that had a worm in the bottle. I haven't had the worm.
Okay. You see colors.
Well, the tequila was just tequila.
No, once you take the worm, like
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna eat the worm.
that's a lot.
But I'd have to go with you. Yeah, the tomatillo sauce. I mean, I loved it actually.
I loved it, yeah,
It's the only time you're gonna find me actually enjoy a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what it was.
This
Like
is the
Bloody Mary.
weirdest thing. I do not like Bloody Marys at all. But I love everything tomato. Anything tomato.
You like all those ingredients
Except
just stuck
for
together.
don't put it in a cocktail. Apparently. Please don't put tomato sauce in a cocktail. I don't like it.
Yes.
Which is really weird because... But I also don't like V8 juice. Like the tomato juice. I don't like it.
No, it's weird.
But I love, give me anything tomato. I'll eat it tomato raw. I'll eat it cooked. I'll eat it fried, sun-dried.
A little off topic, but same topic on that. One of the hangover remedies in Mexico is clamato. Is that Mexican V8?
It looks like a Bloody Mary.
Yeah. So it's promise you make like a cocktail, like a shrimp cocktail drink. Mm-hmm. I don't think it has shrimp in it, but it
does have shrimp as a garnish.
Yeah, it has that, and it has like beer.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like it's the Mexican version of
a
Bloody Mary. Yeah. I think it is.
It's not that good.
Bloody Marys aren't that good either, in my opinion. Some of you out there probably love Bloody Marys.
Now,
I don't love Bloody Mary. I'm happy with my mimosas and bellinis.
When people make those Bloody Marys with like chicken and burgers and pizza, I'm like, I want that. And we got to show
the food is distracting you from the cocktail,
yes.
which is probably not that great.
Okay, so I got to show the 2.
What do you want to do? Sure. The she were talking to you.
The she were talking to me.
They made you pull 2.
First one. Would you be scared if a ghost talked to you?
No.
No. Same.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited, honestly, because I'm big old chicken. I'm I want it. I want to have the experience to know it's real, but also I'm glad it doesn't happen, because also what does that pertain? Is it actually a ghost? Is it something more sinister? Is it something more innocent? It's very hard to tell. But I would be actually kind of happy that, okay, I actually get to put one supernatural experience on my docket.
Well, as you all know, we have gone to Winchester a few times. The Winchester Mystery House.
Harmless whispers.
And I've heard whispers in Winchester Mystery House. I did that headphone thing with the noise.
Mm-hmm. With the Estes method?
The Estes method. So you can say that I've had spirits talk to me.
Oh man. I mean,
that's a trip. Kind of thing.
Queen Vogel was so impressed with what you were getting through.
Yeah.
So.
If you get a chance to do it, do that kind of thing. I mean, it's definitely interesting and whatnot.
It's been so cool. I've gotten to witness it happening to people 3 times now. Is it 3?
3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 times.
Apparently, I'm obsessed with the Vogels coming to Winchester.
Hey, they're a fun couple to enjoy with.
Victorian tea party in a Victorian house, and then do a seance at the same time. Yeah, sign me up.
So I want to up the antes, and not with her, but eventually, I would like to do a Ouija board.
Oh, is that why you said not with me?
Yes.
Because I don't want to do the Ouija?
Yes. Kind of thing.
You know, I think you just got to get the right liquor in me and I'd be up to it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's.
But I feel like it would be a big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our wedding party opened that door and then an earthquake happened.
Yep, that's on them.
Yeah, but
that's their
but that would be my kind of luck.
Exactly.
So that's why it's like, yeah, no. See you later, Zuzu. I'm not interested in chatting.
But yeah.
You would probably hook on and I wouldn't be very happy. So what's your second card?
My second card.
Which also I like, it's 3 cards. 3 is my lucky number.
Hey.
Everything comes in 3s.
Do you get scared by horror stories?
Yeah.
100%
Obviously, that's why we tell them.
That's why we tell them.
I do like getting scared. Like, I get scared and I'm like, I don't want to experience something scary, but also I do like getting scared. Like, I'm not gonna lie. We watched the second FNAF and they upped the jump scares and the tension on that. And I was like, oh, this is what I've been craving. Like, there's some good, like, let's use Sinners. This is a great example with the, in the spirit of the holiday, you've got an Irish vampire, right?
Spoiler.
Super good movie. Really amazing. Not going to spoil anything other than there is an Irish vampire in it. But it builds. It's not right out the gate lots of stuff. It's honestly like 2/3 through the film. But there's just something about a movie that's like, we're just here to make you jump in your seat that I can totally appreciate, and we're neglecting as a genre at the current time. Everything's existential and deeply rooted in thought, and there's a beauty to those too, but sometimes I just want to be scared in the moment, not like think about it afterwards, because I do a lot of the thinking afterwards, so I don't need as many of those. I need more of the instant jump scares, and that was so good. Like, that was really good.
That's a good movie.
I thought it was really good. And that's okay if it wasn't your thing. But it is for some people. And if you like instant jump scares, like, definitely put that one on your list.
FNAF?
And FNAF 2 in particular. Because FNAF 1's kind of a slow burn. Like, it has some tense moments, but never delivers fully on the jump scares like FNAF 2 did. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2... You want the jump scares? That's delivering it.
Play the games to get the same jump
yeah.
scares.
Oh, yeah. No, if you want to just not bother with the movies, play the games and you'll get like the sweaty palms and you can't hold the controller because you're so stressed out because they're jumping at you from every corner.
So, personally, me, I love jump scares like Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
I love intense movies that get me like...
On the edge of your seat.
On the edge of the seat, you know, like tense and tense. But, unlike Chelsea, once the movie's over...
He can just pass out. No, I gotta go watch like 3 Disney movies afterwards.
The scare is gone. That kind of thing. So I do like that. I do like the intensity.
You're not worried they're gonna like be hanging out with you next to your bedside?
No.
Like, because they do. Like, it's not like I'm worried and I know that they're going to be there. Well, it's not them, something else.
They could come hang out. It's cool. I think, you know, but I've told you the story. I think I told you here about going to that house with a friend and like just feeling the pressure of like, we should not be here, kind of thing. As much as that, at that moment, I was like, we need to get out, kind of thing. I enjoy that feeling, kind of thing.
That always makes me think, or the story I'm about to tell makes me think of your story, and it's about Winchester. So, Straight to Hale was the people who did... Not in 2025, but in the last 3 years prior to that, we're doing the haunts for Winchester. And they go in and they're working, they're like building up on it. And they usually do stuff at night, right? And they shared one of their experiences because it came up in a panel. How they were like, there's a whole group of us just standing outside because we're like, the house doesn't want us in right now. Like, they had a moment, and hearing that story, or whenever I think of that story, I think of your story, because it's the same thing. And, you know, we talk about these house spirits, and you have to take care of your home and show your appreciation for it. They really develop their own personality. I mean, I don't know, it's not related to Irish folklore at all, but The Haunting of Hill House, not only is the show just like totally amazing and like mess with your mind kind of show, the book, although it's nothing like the show, equally like messes with your mind and lingers with you. Like, talk about a house having its own personality. It's I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. It's like they'd have to like prop doors open in the house or they would get lost because the house was built. It was like really weird how they like explained the house was built at angles, so nothing is actually in a straight line.
It's cool.
You're reading it and you're just like, oh my God, like it goes crazy. And it's like the show took some parts of it, and then the movie The Haunting with is it Catherine Zeta-Jones?
I think so. No, Salma Hayek.
And Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek and Owen Wilson are in it. And they're not even like actually important characters. No. It's just funny they got these like kind of big names at the time. That's the one with the piano cuts
her face open.
I don't remember that. You mention it all the time. I don't remember that in the movie, but they're all based off the same book. Mm-hmm. The show and that movie, The Haunting, are based off of... I don't even think it's called The Haunting of Hill House.
It's just called The Haunting, I think.
No, it might be called The Haunting of Hill. I don't know. I know I read the book, and I was like... I always wondered when I was younger, like, how can a horror book actually be, like, scary? Like, I read it. It was not... It was horrifying what was happening in it, mm-hmm. but there wasn't anything where I was like, oh, I'm afraid to put my book down because Pennywise is going to be standing right there, kind of, you know. I wasn't worried about experiencing a jump scare, and I guess that's how, like, I personally perceive horror. What?
No, keep going.
No, sorry.
No, keep going.
No, it's just... interesting perception. I always like had this thought when I was younger, and I think about it a lot. Like, I never thought a book could be actually scary. It's just mm-hmm. words, and you can get great descriptors and stuff, but it's never actually going to give you chills. Mm-hmm. But I was proven wrong when I read that book mm-hmm. that The Haunting of Hill House show was based off of.
Cool.
So
I got a topic for a later episode.
Okay.
But to just finish up my question.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I don't get scared with scary stories, and I mentioned before in this podcast.
You get scared in the moment, but it doesn't hang out after.
Paranormal Activity, if you guys seen those movies, there's always a scene where somebody gets pulled mm-hmm. by a demon.
Oh, yeah.
And my goal in life, my goal in fitness is not just be the strongest person, in a competition or the strongest person in the room, but I want to be able to pull that demon back. Kind of thing. So I think about those scary moments. It's like, yeah, that's terrifying. You're being pulled by nothing. But then I'm like, hey, you know what? Kind of thing.
Gonna pull back.
But yeah, so that's my.
How do you say that? What's your weight or something? How do you say it? Like at the gym when you're asking someone how many things they put on the bar. What do you say?
What are you pushing?
Is that what it is?
I mean, depends what it is. What are you benching?
Okay, there we go. What's your bench?
What's your bench, squat, and deadlift?
Turn to the team was like, what? Okay. Ready to talk a little bit about some hauntings behind the bar?
Yes.
All right. So, did you guys look? We finally got a consistent setup after like 4 episodes of like...
This seems to be working out.
This is working actually really well, in my opinion. We got a fancy new stand for our mic, mm-hmm. so we can like actually talk at each other. I'm sorry, we're not looking at you guys as much anymore mm-hmm. if you're watching on YouTube. But it's so fun and
someone complained about that once, like when we were like facing each other versus you guys. I'm like, but this is like we're talking to everybody here.
It's not an A/B conversation, so see you later. But we are A/Bing a lot because you're just seeing.
There you go. But anyway.
We've got some maps here. The initial plan with the maps was to put our cryptic cards on there. But our cryptic cards are bigger than the maps. So that's a future in our new place goal.
Yep.
I'm going to get those pulling maps. Mm-hmm. They're an investment. I looked it up.
Yep.
That's an investment.
They're a couple hundred.
They're almost 1,000.
A couple hundred.
I want them, and I want to put the things, but I proposed to Eric. That's why we have this set up. I was like, what if we did, like, we have the blackboard and you have, like, the ribbons and ties and stuff to, like, solve the mystery? And he was like, yeah, let's go for it. And I was like, really? And he gave me the green. So now we have this. We've got our hand-picked questions from the beyond. But then, like, lovely art from our children. It's going to change often. So if you're watching on YouTube, check out what you can find on the board and see if it gives you clues to, like, future episodes and stuff like that, because I need that kind of fun in my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's our new set. I wanted to point it out. I totally meant to do it in the last episode, and I feel like we were so, like, determined to, like, get the episode done.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I forgot half the things to, like, point out, like, hey, look, a new set. Usually I'm always, like, right on it.
Things.
Yay.
Okay.
Next.
The
Celtic Festival.
2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
2 weekends ago.
2 weeks ago from this episode coming out,
Yep.
we went to Celtic Festival. First time going, 4 years anniversary. Chelsea's gone before. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
Calaveras Celtic Festival.
good.
I enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
What a great way to, like, kick off the
Irish
Celtic season.
Great food. Fun
Oh,
shows.
the food. I'm so glad, because when I was looking at the list of food vendors, I was like, oh, they don't have any, like Celtic themed food. It didn't seem like it. And then we got there and there were, like, 2 booths, which we spent plenty of time at.
Yeah, no. Like, a lot of the
they
other booths were, like, regular food. Like, there was, like, Thai food, there was burgers, pizza,
Mhm.
which is all cool and fine for, like, fair food. But I was like, I can't
Yeah,
go.
like your average fair food.
Yeah.
But we were like, we're at a Celtic festival. We want Celtic food.
Yeah.
And I've seen people have booths for, like, shepherd's pie and mince. So we found one delicious rosemary lamb pie. Oh my
Meat pies.
God. And then they also had these sausage rolls and Scotch eggs and apple turnovers. It was also good.
It was delicious.
There was something else we got too, and I can't think of what it
From then,
was.
that's all we got for now.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was so good. I'm still thinking about it. And then we did another booth with another sausage roll, and I tried another type of meat pie.
And it had a bangers.
And you had the bangers, and yeah.
It was good
so
times.
it was very good.
Good times. I was a little disappointed because I really want to come home with a kilt.
Hmm.
But we didn't find one that I thought was I liked, kind of thing. So we'll go to other ones. I still want a kilt.
Yeah, apparently they do a New Year's Eve festival during Halloween to celebrate Samhain. So we might go back.
We're going to go back. It's not a might. We're going to go back. But yeah, overall it was fun. I thought Wicked Thinkers for the first time live.
Just gonna check and make sure.
And everything was, we had some free beers. The kids had some fun times, looking at vendors.
Yep.
And whatnot. Actually, the kids did a lot better. The number of times I got asked, like, hey, you should be competing at the Highland Games. I was like, I think I might have to. Kind of thing. Not next year, but it's something I've always wanted to, like, do since I've been working out.
Long-term goal.
Long-term goal. So maybe one day. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun times. Check it out if you guys want to.
Yes. Highly recommend. Something I've been going to when I was younger.
Before me.
Way before Eric, as he always complains. Is the BE era. Before Eric. He's always like, your family always talks about they did all this stuff. And I was like, well, yeah. And then you came in when my family was all, like,
done doing stuff.
Sick and dying or dumb and whatever. But yeah, so it was very fun. I think the kids had a good time. I got to introduce Eric to Wicked Tinkers live.
People get old, so I get it. It's mostly a joke.
Yes, I know it's a joke. Joke. But yeah, so that was fun. And then...
What do you have updates for us?
Guys, I'm publishing a children's book. Yay! And it's, of course, very in theme for me. It's inspired by spiders and is coming out the week of Be Kind to Spiders Week. So April 7th is its official publication date. But you can actually head over to cheerswithchelsea.com and pre-order it. And it's $5 off its pre-order price right now, or its normal market price. And I'm very excited about it. I hand illustrated all the illustrations and I wrote all the words. So it's a full, like, project of love. I'm not expecting it to, like, sell out. But I'm very happy with it, and I was really hoping
All the books.
I thought I was gonna have a copy to like show off in the video today. I was really looking forward to that, but it got delayed and it's showing up tomorrow. My proof. So
it's literally like 20 minutes away from here.
But it's very cute. I'm very proud of it. But it's this whimsical little book with spiders, featuring spiders. I don't want to say it's about spiders, but it's about like the magical gifts of childhood. And I think we're all looking for that little reminder of whimsy and what we still have inside us. And I just felt motivated to do it. So I did it because he told me to. He said I could do it. And I did it. So it's coming. I'm so excited. And I get to talk about it. Because I teased it in the last episode. But I was like, I don't know if I'm actually going to get it done. Because at that time, I was like being a crazy person trying to get it done.
Like every other Tuesday.
Yeah. So.
And last but not least, my birthday's coming out.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm turning 40. Yay.
Yay. On Saturday.
So
go raid his Instagram on Saturday.
Go for it. I'm gonna be enjoying it. Hopefully, go to the archer range first thing. Have some birria and a barbecue with some family, and then wings on Sunday, and or check out the new chicken place in town. We'll see. And or, but yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yep.
Thanks for sipping along with us. We want to keep those spirits flowing, so please be sure to show your support by reviewing and subscribing to our podcast. If you enjoy the show, be sure to share it with others.
You can find us on all podcast hosts and on YouTube. So whichever you prefer, you want to listen to us, you want to watch us, you can do both. And if you are like, that's too many places to check out, just head to our website, sipsandspirits.com. We've got all our podcast show notes, our cocktails, the spirits we talk about, and other fun little things there. But if you are a social media person, like we have not really been lately, we do keep sort of active on our Instagram when we have a new episode come out. So you'll see new posts for this episode over on our Instagram. But if you don't feel like social media, like I have not been lately, you can check out our email newsletter. It comes right to you. You don't even have to go to our website. It comes to you, but you have to go to our website to sign up for it.
I get like 3
times. The 1 times. And you just go to sipsandspirit.com/happy hour. Yep. You're getting a happy hour in your email inbox. And I like that little newsletter.
It's fun. Yeah.
And we've been better this year about it.
So far.
So with that.
Thanks for sipping along with us.
Cheers.